Hi there, welcome to the parts tutorial. Today we're going to be creating almost like a pool ladder to get in and out of a swimming pool. I'm sure you know the things, the stainless steel, and they have like the swept side rails and the steps that go up. It's a real easy thing to model up, but it looks quite impressive when it's been done. So okay, what we're going to do is we are going to create a sketch on the right plane. But before we create the sketch on the right plane, we actually need to create some more planes. So I'm going to select it, click on reference geometry, plane, and I'm going to create a plane at 30mm away from the right plane. So there we go, we can see that that's okay, and I'm going to click OK, and you can see that it's created our plane 1. And I'm actually just going to show the right plane so we can see that it's created it there. And then I'm going to click on reference geometry, plane again, select right plane, and instead of going that way I'm going to flip it so it goes the other way, and then click OK. So now we've got three planes to work with. So what I'm going to do is, on the top plane, I'm going to create a sketch, and we can see that we have the 3 planes we've just created there, and I'm going to draw on the horizontal to the origin line. I'm going to draw 2 circles, and I'm going to click both of them, and I'm going to make them equal. We click both of them by doing control click, and then I'm just going to select one of them, and I'm going to say I want to make this 6mm. Oh, I've just selected 3 by mistake, so that's going to be 6mm, and we can see that it's changed both of them. Okay, so now I'm going to exit the sketch, as that's all I want to do so far. You can see that the planes will automatically resize as well to what they have on them. So there's no need for them to be any bigger than what they are, so it shrinks it down to the size of our 6mm circle. Okay, so I'm just going to click on right plane, and I'm going to click normal to, and you can see that we've got our existing sketch there. So then I'm just going to select normal line, select the midpoint or the origin, both of them are the same, as that's how we've created it, and I'm just going to drag it up so it's roughly 100mm, and then I'm going to drag the line out, and then I'm going to take it back so we can get an arc, and then I'm going to create an arc so it's approximately at about 140 degrees, and then I'm going to draw another line down which is at about 30mm, pull back so we get another arc, and then I'm going to make this arc at about 90 degrees, and then I'm going to draw a line at about 30mm. Now it doesn't matter if your dimensions are slightly different, you can just create the one arc and have it going all the way, but if you want to just go a little bit more adventurous, then I'd try using some multi-directions in this sketch, as it will look quite good when we've got it sorted. So we are going to exit that sketch. We don't need to fully define it, as this is only a very schematic design. So you can see now that we have our profiles. We have 2 circles here, and we have a guide profile in the middle on the right plane. Now I'm going to click on Swept Boss, which is under the features on the command manager, and we can see in the command manager there it's coming up with profile and path. So the profile is it's what you want to shape basically, and it's these 2 circles here, and we can see that it's gone up sketch 1, and if I open this up you can see that sketch 1 is highlighted. So now it's asking for a path, so I'm going to click on sketch 2, and we can now see that it is creating a real nice curvature on these handrails. We can see that the circles have followed the path around the arc and then all the way to the end. If we click OK, we can see that we have them there, and if we click on P, if we press P, the planes will disappear as well. So now we can see that we have some nice handrails. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to select the right plane again and click sketch. I'm just going to go normal to, and I'm just going to do some center rectangles here. Centre rectangles are a little bit more advantageous than using the corner rectangles for this. What we're going to do is we're going to create some steps, and if I drag them there, you can see that there's no relation at all to the handrails. It's just there, and then we have to add some dimensions. It just takes a little bit of time. So if we use the centre rectangle, I can highlight it so it is shown as the midpoint. So this is in the middle of the handrails. I'm going to drag it out so it roughly says 25 by 2. That looks okay. And then I'm just going to draw another one that's the same depth, same height roughly, and then just one more. Okay, so there we have them, and I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm just going to click on that line, and then going to click on that line, and then I'm going to click on that line there, and I'm going to make that equal. I'm going to give the bottom one a dimension, and that's going to be, say, 2 mil. And then we're going to do the same again. I'm going to click on that line, click on the bottom of that line, and then click on the bottom of that line. Make that equal, and we'll make that 25 mil. And I'm then just going to add a dimension from the origin to the end there, and that's going to be 12.5. And we can then click on the edge of there, click on the edge of there, and then click on the edge there, and then we can actually make these collinear. Collinear means that the line that we've first selected will be the driving line, and you can see now that all of the other steps are following that projected collineal line. So then if we escape that, we'll just add a couple of more dimensions. I'm going to make sure that this step is 10 mil from the bottom, and then we're going to have I don't know, say a 10 mil gap in between each step. So select the top and then the bottom line, and then select 10 mil, and then we'll exit. And we can see now that we have 3 rectangles that are floating. So we need to extrude these. So I'm going to extrude them, and we can pull that out, and we can see that it will intersect with our handrail, but we don't really want to do that. We can select mid-plane and increase the dimension until we can see that it is intersecting the handrails. Or another better way is we can select up to body. And if we select up to body, it now comes up with a solid surface body. We have to select which one it is because Solidworks knows that there's 2 bodies. So I'm just going to select this one. And then I'm going to select direction 2 as we need to go the other way. And I'm going to go up to body, and then I'm going to select this body here, and then I'm just going to click OK. And oh right, that's why, because the body that we're going up to isn't wide enough to terminate the extrusion. So I am going to have to do it another way. If I go up to surface and get rid of that direction. Okay, so that's not the best of ways. That's going to be a little bit ugly. But if we go to there as well, we can see that it's going to the outside of the surface on both handrails. The reason that we couldn't extrude up to the body was because the handrail is a lot thinner than the overall depth of the step. Solidworks doesn't like that, and it doesn't know where to terminate it. So it tries to terminate it where the handrail intersects, but the rest of the step will then just try to keep on going. So if we click OK and accept that, you can see that we have a couple of steps to a handrail. Okay, so that concludes this tutorial. It's quite rough around the edges. It's just a very basic overview of sketching and using the sweep tool and the extrude tool. If you have any comments or thoughts, please pop them in the comments box, and keep tuned for more tutorials from us. I hope to see you soon. Bye now.